am a farmer from Enugu in a new local government area. I own Ejim Farms and Processing Enterprise, and also a member of Women Rice Processors. It's a cooperative society. We process rice, and before the coming of the federal government IFAD VCDP program, we had a lot of activities with rice. We process, we produce, and we market. But when IFAD came in, we decided to join them because of our activities. And when we joined them, it was a big process and a good outcome for us, because before they are coming, it's true we have our meal, but then it's not as equipped as it is now. And today, we have a lot of equipment in our meal, costing federal government IFAD VCDP. And we are so happy about it, because this is to show that what they are doing is really trickling down to the people, because it is based on developing humanity and making the farmers come from their lowest stage to at least the standard stage in their life. And this is what they are really doing with all of us, especially our cooperative, because as it is today, it's true that processing has a lot of things to do with it. But IFAD VCDP has helped us to procure a big steamer that can process at least between 7 to 10 tons at one stretch, which is a big credit for us, because before then we are having the one that can produce only 3 tons. So 7 tons is not small, even 10 tons if you give it maximum capacity. They only give us polisher, which makes our rice to compete favorably, because it's the favorable competition of rice production that makes you get the most of what you want. They equally gave us distillers and things that are able to help us make our life and rice processing more easy for us. Most of all the equipment we got them full load that we got from the banks. But then, in all this, IFAD has never, for once, given up on us. Because if you think of all this equipment, you see that the money they are giving to us as grants is much. And with that, it's very important for us to say that IFAD VCDP is trying so much for the rural women farmers and the rural farmers at large. Now, through IFAD VCDP, I've done a lot of exploits. I've traveled far and wide with the federal government IFAD VCDP. In fact, the last of them all, which is very, very, very encouraging and interesting, is our last trip to Rome, which we had with even the Vice President of Nigeria. And in that program, it was the UN Food Summit. Almost all the world presidents were in the program. And we had a lot of presentations there, which IFAD VCDP gave me that opportunity to be part of those that will make my speech be heard because of the activities they are doing. And I really say thank you to all of them, because it's not easy. Seeing the capacity and digging into the capacity to bring out the real effect of the capacity in any human being is what is commendable for any set of organization. So for us as a cooperative, and for me as a processor, I will always say that the federal government has done a lot of projects for us, because if you look around the compound, you see that those that knew this place before, there is a serious change. And I really thank the NPC, because she was here last year, and when she came and saw what we are doing, she promised and she kept her promise. And that is highly commendable, because it's not easy to make such a big promise and go by it. That today, within 1 year, everything she said is done. I call IFAD VCDP team as Toknadu, just like I call my SPC, Dr. Isiu. Each time I see him, I call him Mr. Toknadu, because anytime that they say anything IFAD VCDP wants to do in this state, Enugu, he will go extra mile to make sure that it is done. Before now, I know I earn, but not as much as we are earning now. Because I can remember that as at last year, before the visit of IFAD VCDP, we are all the meals we have, full capacity used to be 21 tons. But as it is, because of the encouragement, even the polisher that they gave us, I should tell you people that that polisher, if it makes rice from beginning, not just polishing it, mix so well, and that has increased our tonnage in milling. Before now, I can say that approximately within a month, we get plus or minus 250,000 naira. But currently, plus or minus, we're getting 450 and above currently, because more people come to patronize us, and we equally do our own buyings better, because most of the money we are supposed to use to buy one or two things have been put into paddy now, so that we can do a lot exploits, buying paddy and processing more and making more money. And for my children, wow, as I talk now, I would categorically say that I am proud to be a farmer, because before now, I pay school fees during school time. But as I talk now, I've paid all of the school fees because I have the fund to do it. Because of some of the cut downs I have already gotten and the support that IFAD has given us. Again, as a household, before now, we have our house, it's true. But not all of the houses were well equipped with all the necessary things that are supposed to be in the house. But I can tell you that the whole structure now is well equipped. I have evidence that we can go and see, because this is perfect. So all these things are what is so important about how we do things with the federal government, IFAD VCDP. And based on that, I will say that IFAD VCDP should be a continuous thing.